In real life, linear modeling is often used. We can use these in cases like if there's fees charged for services, manufacturing costs, patterns in nature, sporting records, and in our other subjects like physics and chemistry and biology. A lot of what happens there is linear modeling, or we can use linear modeling. So when you use linear modeling, we're going to look at the following. Now, we say it's linear. In other words, we can use this, saying y equals, and then we're going to use our linear equation mx plus c. So that's a straight line. Okay, and remember what a straight line is. My straight line, if I have a graph, and I'm just going to use the y and the x-axis now. If I have a straight line where two relations are directly proportional to other, it means as the one changes, the other one changes as well, then C is where y equals 0. So that's always going to be our starting point. Because that's a fixed cost, we're going to change this thing a little, and we're going to say, let's say this is y equals, and I'm going to start with C. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put C first. So I'm going to say y equals C plus mx plus mx. Okay, so what is this going to stand for? Y is going to be my total. Right, so y is going to be my total, which is going to equal C, which is always going to be my starting value or my fixed cost. So if we're looking at something like manufacturing, that's going to be my fixed cost plus, now m is our rate, is the gradient. It means how quickly things change. So this is going to be our cost per unit. I'll give you another example as well. Multiplied by x is how many units there are. So that is the number of units. The number of units. Okay. If we are looking, so this will have been total cost. Let's say we were working with final speeds and final velocities and things like that. It will be our starting distance. The rate will be how quickly things changes. So the change in, and then x will be, for example, time. So this cost of units, this m, is either your cost or your units. It can also be rates. Okay, so the rate or the tempo, and then this, if we use these two, then the number of units will not be the number of units, but the time. And this will be our starting value. Start value. And this will be our final value. Please have a look at the videos on the examples to understand this a little bit better. But it comes down to our total, our final value will always be our fixed cost or our starting value, plus whatever rate there is, or the tempo, or the cost per unit, multiplied by the number of units or the number of time when you're working with rates and tempos.